Another week, of trash talk. Last week, I came out the victor. I actually came down with the sickness on Monday night, and I didn't get to see the game. I woke up Tuesday morning feeling a little bit better. I looked at my phone, looked at the score, and I had to wipe my eyes. I even refreshed my phone a couple times to look at that score and to see a 1-point victory. Jimmy beating Kevin 103 to 102. Wow. And I was shocked. Kevin, you gotta be happy with the way your team played. But a win is a win, as we say in fantasy football. And I didn't get to celebrate as much as I wanted to. I didn't get to, for all the videos and the late night creeping and for the early morning tailgating, I didn't get to really throw the party that win deserved. But bottom line, I won. Bottom line, if the season ended now, I'm in the playoffs. I'm above 500. I am on my way to a Super Bowl victory. My first year out in fantasy football. Now, this week's a little bit different. I have to say I am a little bit concerned about the outcome of this game. I'm actually more concerned this week than I was last week playing Kevin. Because Isaac Stambo, you have quietly put together a really great team. A team full of hot streak players right now who all have the hot hand. And I'm a little concerned. As for trash talk goes, you know what? I was thinking about it. I have nothing I can say. You're not a bad guy. You're an honest, decent, genuine human being, which tells me one thing. You got to have a secret. Somewhere you have a secret. So anybody out there who's watching this video and you have a secret on Isaac Stambo, and I'm looking at you, Isaac sisters, if you have anything that can help me trash talk and get inside the head of Isaac, I would greatly appreciate it. But the one thing I got going for me this week is you leave a lot of points on the bench, buddy. You leave a ton of points on the bench. You have the worst luck with picking the starters. You pick one guy this week and he chokes, and then you bench him and then he does great. You leave so many points on the bench. So what's it going to be this week? Is it going to be Brandon Marshall or Alshon Jeffrey? Is it going to be Russell Wilson or Ben Roethlisberger? Actually, you picked up Colin Kaepernick. You're probably, I think, if my math is correct, the fourth person in this league to add or drop Colin Kaepernick. He's been passed around more times than hand sanitizer at a Kardashian-Jenner family reunion. Nobody wants him. Everybody wants him. Then everybody realizes they don't want him. So do you really think Kaepernick's the guy for you this week? Good for you. You got 3 great quarterbacks. Which one is going to be the one to go ham sandwich this week? And who is going to choke on a ham sandwich, Mama Cash style? Who is going to be? We don't know. I guess we'll see. So I'm happy with my team. My team is going to do great this week. I'm going to come out with another win, going to the Super Bowl. And this week, you know what? There's a lot of you watching now. It's not just the 5, 6 of us watching. I've actually got a letter. Can you believe that? I'm receiving fan mail from folks out there. Let me read this letter. It says, "Dear Jimmy, I love the way you talk about your team. You're so confident and so poised." Ooh, thank you. "How do you feel saying those things? Do you ever worry about what people think about you? Do you ever worry about your approval rating? Signed, B. Obama." Now, Mr. Obama, I don't know what your job is. I don't know who you are, what you do. But I know in this life, you can't worry about what other people think about you. I don't look at what I do as trash talking per se. I look at what I do as a public service. If you have a friend standing on some train tracks and there's a train coming down the track, you want to make sure that friend knows, hey, get out of the way, warning, you're going to get hurt if you stay in front of this train. And that's merely what I'm doing. I'm just warning my league members of the coming train that is my fantasy football team. Yeah, I might use a few choice words to get their attention, but the bottom line is they need to know I don't want them to get hurt. I have to warn them of how awesome my fantasy football team is so they don't get their feelings hurt when they lose, which is how it usually happens. So, that being said, Mr. Obama, just do what you got to do. Don't worry about the approval rating. Do the right thing. You know what they always said? Sometimes the right thing isn't always the most popular thing. And the other way around, too. So, thank you for your letter. And if you want to write me a letter, if you want me to talk about you on this message, please let me know. And then more importantly, if you want us to tailgate on your front yard this Sunday, let me know. Who knows? We might show up at your house. Which, again, if you definitely don't want us to come to your house, and you better write us a letter and tell us no, because you might come out to a really strange surprise Sunday morning. All right? To Kevin, in your face. To Isaac, coming for you, buddy. And for everyone else, happy fantasy football.